Thank you for coming to my channel once again. I'm answering the question, how do you tell if your baby is too hot or your baby is too cold? What do you think? You can tell us in the comment section. The reason I thought I should talk about this is that sometimes I find parents who have really overwrapped their babies. You find parents, the baby is in a diaper, it's in a socks, it's in a mitten, the head is covered with the cap. The baby is wearing a singlet, wearing a dress, and the baby is still wrapped. And sometimes it's just too much wrapping. So I wanted to talk about this. And then I always get the question, should a baby sleep under a fan? Should a baby sleep under an air condition? So the following things that I'm going to say will let you know when your baby is too hot or too cold so that you can adjust maybe the temperature of your room or remove extra clothing or cover the baby a bit more. It's not good for the babies to be too hot. When the babies are hot, they are very uncomfortable, they are sweaty, and they develop a lot of rashes. Most of these rashes may not need treatment, but if they continue for a long time, sometimes they get infected. And when the babies are too cold, they are not interested in feeding. They may not even cry because they are using all their energy to keep warm. And when this continues for a long time, it can even affect the levels of their blood sugar, it can affect the levels of the chemicals in their body. So your baby should not be too hot, your baby should not be too cold. How do you tell when a baby is too cold? You find that the feet, the hands feel cold to you. The feet and the palms may look a bit dark. The lips may also look a bit dark. But if the baby's tongue or gums are looking dark, that's a different problem. It is not because of cold. And that one should be seen in hospital because that is likely cyanosis. You should take the baby to hospital and let them tell you what it is and whether there's anything that needs to be done, and it can be done for you. When the baby is hot, you can just use the back of your palm to feel the temperature on the baby's forehead, behind the baby's neck, or even on the baby's tummy. You will feel it. Though it is not very sensitive, the best is to have a thermometer, but you see it. The baby will also be sweaty or damp. You see that the babies that are very fair will begin to look a bit more red. And like I said, they are very uncomfortable. Then you know that your baby is too hot. So whether your baby should stay under a fan or not depends on if the weather is very hot and everybody is sweating, definitely it's okay to put on the fan or not. Depends on what you think your baby is too hot or too cold. Now, when the baby is too hot, you should check whether you have overwrapped or overclothed your baby. Like I said, sometimes we wear too many things for the baby. So this is a rule of thumb that I've heard somewhere. I didn't find it in any book. But if you are comfortable, then you should add on one more layer for your baby. That means that if you are just in a bra and a shirt, a loose shirt, and you are happy, then your baby should just be in a loose something, and then you wrap once, and that is it. So your baby doesn't need to wear singlet, wear something else, and then wrap. You don't need to do that. But when babies are born, they lose a lot of heat from their head because compared to the body, if you take the total area of the head, it's very large. So the babies should always have their head covered. You are covering either with a cap or you are wrapping in such a way that the head is covered. So the babies should always have their head covered. And definitely if it's cold, then you can wear socks and mittens for the baby as well. But take note, don't let your baby be too hot. Don't let your baby be too cold because each of them have disadvantages for the child. I hope I have talked about this in a way that makes you understand. But if you have questions, definitely they are welcome. You can leave them in the comment section. Tell us, how are you dressing your baby? What is the weather? Is it cold? And how are you dressing your baby? Is it warm? And how are you dressing the baby? Thank you. Subscribe. Bye.